Hello everyone, I'm Shweta and welcome to Dhavish Speak. Have you ever wondered why children seem to run into their grandparents' arms without hesitation? Or why do grandparents' faces light up the moment when they see their grandchildren? There is something truly special about this bond. It's a relationship built not on rules or expectations, but on unconditional love, laughter, stories, and precious moments shared together. In today's article, we will explore why grandparents and grandchildren connect so easily, what science and psychology reveals about this beautiful relationship, and why it deserves to be cherished. Let's begin. Title of an article is Why Grandparents and Grandchildren Connect So Easily. A relationship built not on perfection but on unconditional love, laughter, stories, and memories that stay in a heart forever. Some bonds never need an introduction. Have you ever noticed this? A child enters a home full of relatives, looks around for a moment, and then runs straight into grandma's arms. Or grandpa quietly opens a packet of chocolate behind everyone's back and whispers, "Don't tell your parents." Suddenly, both smile as if they become partners in secret mission. It's funny, it's heartwarming, and it happens in countless families. There is something magical about the bond between grandparents and grandchildren. It does not depend on expensive gifts, modern gadgets, or perfect parenting. It grows naturally through simple conversations, shared meals, bedtime stories, playful teasing, and endless affection. As the saying goes, grandparents are child's first best friends and life lost storytellers. Why does this bond feel so special? Psychologists believe children naturally seek people who make them feel emotionally safe. Parents carry many responsibilities: school, homework, discipline, routine, health, and future planning. Their love is endless, but their minds are often occupied with daily responsibilities. Grandparents usually carry something different: time, patience, presence. When a grandparent listens to a child, they are rarely in a hurry. They allow conversations to wander, answer endless questions, laugh at silly jokes, and patiently listen to stories that make no sense at all. To a child, that feels like pure love. Children may not remember every toy they received, but they often remember who made them feel important. The funny side of grandparenting. Let's be honest. Many grandparents have two completely different role books. When raising their own children, no chocolates before dinner, no playing in the mud, finishing your homework first. But when grandchildren arrive, one more chocolate won't hurt. Come, let's secretly eat ice cream. Homework can wait. First, let's play. Parents often stand there wondering, were these really the same people who raised us? The answer is simple: they haven't changed, life has changed them. They now understand that many moments are more precious than perfect routines. The hidden psychology behind their love. One fascinating psychological fact is that grandparents often experience less pressure than parents. They are not trying to prove themselves, they are not competing, they simply enjoy the child for who they are. This creates what psychologists call unconditional positive regard, accepting a child without constantly judging or correcting them. Note: unconditional positive regard involves completely accepting, respecting, and supporting a person without judgment or evaluation, regardless of their actions. It provides a safe environment that encourages self exploration, personal growth, and authentic self acceptance. The acceptance helps children develop confidence, emotional security, and sense of belonging. Research also suggests that children who have warm relationship with grandparents often develop stronger emotional resilience, feel more connected to their family values and traditions. Perhaps that is why grandparents hug feel different. It says, you don't have to earn my love, you already have it. When grandparents become children again, one of life's most beautiful miracles is watching grandparents with their grandchildren. The same person who complained about knee pain suddenly starts running after a toddler. The one who says, I'm too tired, is happily dancing to nursery rhymes. The one who hardly walk outside suddenly volunteers for evening walks because a tiny hand wants to hold them. They forget their age, they forget their worries. Sometimes they even forget their medicines until someone reminds them. Children don't just make grandparents happy, they make them feel alive. Many families have quietly witnessed something remarkable. After becoming grandparents, some elderly people become more active, laugh more often, recover emotionally from loneliness, and even find new purpose in life. Doctors can treat diseases, love often heals the heart. Sometimes the smallest hands awaken the biggest hearts. Children, the beautiful bridge between generations. In many families, grandchildren become the invisible bridge connecting parents and grandparents. A misunderstanding disappears because a child says, come, let's all eat together. A silent house becomes noisy again because little feet are running through it. Festivals become brighter. Old stories return. Family traditions continue. Education, wealth, profession, appearance, power, or social status become meaningless in those moments. Only love remains. That is a real family inheritance. Some things money can never buy. Today's world offers endless entertainment. Television, mobile phones, social media, video games. Yet none of them can replace a sitting beside grandpa while he shares stories of his childhood. No one can replace grandma feeding one extra spoon of food with love. Those moments quietly teach gratitude, patience, kindness, resilience, and family values. Lessons that no textbook can fully explain. If grandparents have life experiences, grandchildren have fresh curiosity. Together, they become wonderful teachers for one another. A gentle request from the heart. Dear grandparents, leave behind your ego, prestige, status, and endless scroll of social media for a while. Join your grandchildren's team, play with them, walk with them, dance with them. Tell them how you struggled, how you failed, how you stood up again, and how you raised their parents. These stories may become the greatest life lessons they ever receive. Dear grandchildren, respect your grandparents, love them, spend time with them. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. One day, grandparents may no longer be there to tell another story, and one day, grandchildren may become busy with their own responsibilities. So don't postpone love. Create memories today that your heart can revisit forever. And if you don't have grandparents or grandchildren nearby, don't let that stop you. Share your time with an elderly neighbor. Read stories to a child in your community. Love grows whenever it is shared. A bond that blessed my life. I was fortunate to grow up with wonderful grandparents. They loved me unconditionally, pampered me endlessly, and taught me many valuable lessons without ever sitting me down for a lecture. Their actions spoke louder than words. Looking back, I realized how much who am I today was shaped by their quiet wisdom, patience, and affection. Today, I feel equally blessed to watch my own children experience that same beautiful love. I see my parents and in laws becoming children again, playing, laughing, walking, eating, and dancing with them. It reminds me that while children grow under the care of grandparents, grandparents too are renewed by the joy of childhood. Some relationships cannot be measured, they can only be cherished because a grandparent's love is not simply another relationship in life, it's one of the life's greatest blessings. The greatest inheritance grandparents leave behind is not wealth, it is love remembered for a lifetime. Life moves quickly and children grow up faster than we realize. But the love between grandparents and grandchildren has a unique way of staying in the heart forever. If you are lucky enough to have your grandparents with you, spend time with them. Listen to their stories, share your laughter, and create memories that will stay with you for a lifetime. And if you are a grandparent, never underestimate the love, wisdom, and comfort you bring into your grandchildren's life. Sometimes your presence is the greatest gift that you could ever receive. If the story touched your heart, please share it with your family and friends because some bonds are simply too beautiful not to celebrate. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next story and the which speak. Thank you.